Lovely to see you all here today. For those of you who don't know me, yes, I'm Peter, I'm Bride's father, more commonly known as Emma's dad, or today the warmer back for the best men. It's lovely to see you here, for you to be able to share and celebrate with us John and Emma's wedding, and I know a lot of you have travelled a long way to come here today. We've got the likes of John and Karen over from the States. John's uncle and aunts who've come all the way from Malta as well. Long-standing family friends and those who followed the trail of destruction that the Robinson family created across the country over the years. So we've got Hallam family from the south coast. We've got friends from the Cotswolds who come up. We've got Rita and Katie, the lovely bridesmaids who are from Preston area, from the university days. I know that you all being here today means an awful lot to John and Emma. And also Vernon and Veronica, John's parents, and all his family from Morecambe that are with us today. So it means a lot to all of us. So, today really is John and Emma's day in every sense of the word. Not only are they the happy couple, but the brunt of the organising and arranging and funding for today has fallen to them. And it really is, therefore, their day, and we're all their guests and pleased to be here. So, I believe that at this time, Emma, I have to say a few words about the bride and maybe a couple about the groom as well. And I realised that while I was preparing for today, that from a very early age, that Emma was always going to be my very favourite daughter. Now that was partly because of the blue eyes and the blonde hair and the sunny smile, but it was partly because for the first 2 years of her life, she wouldn't go to sleep. She'd put her down, she'd pick her up and so forth, and on and on and on. And it was clear from an early age to your mother and I that we would have neither the inclination or the energy to give you any competition in that favourite slot. When you were small, fundraising for the Royal Marsden, meeting the Queen, in your school uniform on a digger with a hard hat on, knocking the corner of our house down. And by the way, we were renovating at the time. At the same age, she's still with us. Your love of animals, and your empathy with animals, both dogs and horses. And I know that's why you wanted Miffy to be ring bearer today. And didn't she do a great job? Yeah. She's available, by the way, for films, TV. She's still on the way out. And pony camp. Well, that was another one that sticks in the mind. I know saw that coming. For those of you who don't know, that was 60 teenage girls for a week in tents somewhere in the Cotswolds with horses. Wow. I always expected to go on holiday with a bucket and spade, but never with a wheelbarrow and a shovel. And we had some good holidays, didn't we? Both abroad and Cornwall, Wales, and up here in the Lake District. And after a while we moved up here permanently. You went to school in Kendal. I always remember, some Kendal people here. Yeah. I always remember when Emma came back from school in Kendal the first week, 16-year-old girl being told that fell walking was a compulsory sport. Priceless. But we moved up here, and I think very soon after we moved up here, you met John down in the Cotswolds at a party in the first couple of weeks we were here. And it was clear from fairly early on that you were both smitten. And so John made the regular trips up and down to Tenanny Brown, was a regular visitor here. And you must have wondered where you were coming to, because we were in there, renovation and so forth. And one particular time in our half-built kitchen, you'd gone down first thing in the morning and a little live mouse dropped out of a cereal packet into the bowl in front of you, which must have given you a bit of a surprise. The most endearing thing about that story was that to this day John still thinks that was an accident. It took us bloody ages to get the mouse out. But you weren't to be put off, and you came back on the offensive, I think, pretty quickly after that, and subjected us to what can only be described as an unprecedented display of Bermuda shorts. It's difficult, I know, to believe that this sartorially elegant young man in front of us all today has what can only be described as the national collection of Bermuda shorts. These are so powerful that there were days at Nanny Brow when we needed neither lighting or heating. But those days are behind us now. And actually I had a great tagline that said that now John has shown his true colours. The only problem with that tagline is that for those of you who were at Nanny Brow last night and saw his golfing track, you'll realise that I've worried about the tagline. But in all of this, we've had some good fun. It's been really great to know you and to realise the integrity and the determination and the commitment to Emma that you've got. We've had some good times, and I'm really proud to be able to invite you and to welcome you into the family. Now, it's not been easy for the two of you commuting across the country as you have been over the years. And there's somebody I'd like to thank who's not here today, who's made that all possible, and that's Mr. Garman. And for those of you who are still wondering about here with me, Mr. Garman makes these little things that go on the dashboard of the car, and you put the postcode in, and it tells you which way to go. But sense of direction wasn't one of them, and she used to jump from the car and head off to see John, not know whether she was going to Newcastle, New Haven, or Cambridge. So we're in his debt. And I think, therefore, it was with some trepidation that I heard that you were going to university to study international tourism. But give you due, you packed your bags, you got yourself ready, you got your jabs, you had your passport, you got your visas, and you went off to study for 3 years in Preston. Not that there's anything wrong with Preston. You've turned into a lovely young woman who's both confident and capable, and we've seen you emerge through the years as a result of your study, as a result of your relationship with John, and as a result of the influence and moral guidance of Rita and your friends at university. At least that's what Rita told me. So we have today a young woman who's both practical and caring, is articulate and knows her own mind, and sunny with a lovely disposition. And you look beautiful this evening. We're very proud of you, and we love you loads. Now, seeing John and Emma together over the last few years, I really can say that they deserve each other. And that's in all senses of the word. Good, bad, all senses of the word. And together you make a great team. You really do. And I believe that you will be successful in all that you set your minds to. But not everything in life is a team sport, is it? And it would be wrong of me to sit down without mentioning table tennis. For those of you who don't know, table tennis has got near religious significance in the Robinson-Hallam household. And I'm not even sure I'm going to ask who's the head.
No,
for fear. I really didn't know, John. Now, competition is good. But I will contest that there is nothing more rewarding and fulfilling than sharing your life with someone. And that finding that right someone is a defining moment. And I believe that you've both found that right someone. And it makes me very glad. And therefore, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like you all to be upstanding for a toast. And the toast is to Emma and John. Ladies and gentlemen, the bride and groom.